about another month and a half, my windows will be shut until October because it is so blasted hot outside. You don't open up your windows in the summertime around here. I'm back, friends, with another candle review, and today we are going to be talking about the Homeworx Orange Creamsicle. Yum! How many of you guys like orange creamsicles? I saw this candle and I was like, oh yes, that is going to be for me, and I went ahead and placed the order for 2 of them. If you are new to my channel, my name is Katie. I typically cover beauty content on the weekdays and home fragrance, mainly candles, on the weekends. So if that interests you, feel free to check out some of my other content. And if you like it, stick around and hit that subscribe button. So like I said, we are going to be talking about the Orange Creamsicle candle this morning. Now, I mentioned in another review that my favorite fruity type of scents that I will gravitate towards in the spring and summer are typically citrus scents. I typically like lemon, lime, orange. I'm here for all of it. So when I saw this candle release on National Fragrance Day, which I think is just something that was made up by all of the fragrance companies, but I'm here for it because I like a good sale. I saw these launch on the Homeworx.shop website, and they were running a screaming deal that day. It was like $20 candles, plus you could use influencer codes, plus it was free shipping. I mean, like, everybody went nuts for that, me included. It invokes memories for me of my mother getting these popsicles for us when I was a kid. Now, a little bit of backstory. My mother has been gone for 5 years now, and scent is such a... it really invokes a lot of strong memories. And for me, they're not, I want to say that, you know, now that my mom is gone, they're not really painful. They actually bring me a lot of joy and comfort to be able to smell things from my childhood. And so I saw these and I knew that she loved these orange creamsicles. We used to get them all the time in the summer, especially I grew up in Southern California, and I remember some days we would head to the beach and pick up some of these popsicles on our way there. And so it just invokes a lot of memory for me. So let's go ahead and talk about the scent notes on this. This is Orange Creamsicle. The fragrance notes are sweet orange, vanilla cream, mandarin, and fruit nectar. When I smell this just on cold, I do smell orange, but there is a different level of sweetness in this that I think must be the nectar. Definitely citrus fruits. And there is, it says vanilla cream. I'm not really sure that I smell straight up vanilla out of this. There is something that lends a slight creaminess to this, but it's not as much cream as you would think. This is very orange, you know. This actually reminds me, it's so funny, when I smelled it on cold, I thought it might smell like a candle that my mom had, goodness, when was this? It was back like when I got married, which was 2006. So we're talking, what, like a long time ago, almost 16 years ago. There is a scent in this that I picked up, and I want to say that there was a Yankee candle. It would have been a Yankee candle because that's what candles my mom burned. But yeah, it reminds me of a candle that she burned at that time. And you know what? I might try to go down memory lane or do some research and see if there was an orange candle around that time, because this is what it smells like to me. Like, isn't that funny how I just talked about, like, you know, your sense of smell is so tied to memory, and there are some things that I smell and I can instantly go back to a time in my life, and I smelled this candle and I thought, ooh, I was planning my wedding. How weird is that? Okay, you guys don't really care about that stuff. This is definitely orange. Now, I will say that on the first burn, I did not smell it very much at all. If you saw my strawberry cupcake review, I did pan up and show you guys that I have high ceilings here in the living room, and I typically burn my candles here in my living room. I burn it on a wall back over here. I didn't smell it much. However, it was also a gorgeous spring day that I had all of my windows open. For those of you who are new to my channel, I live in Arizona, so we have a very limited window, I guess pun intended, a very limited window of time where we can keep our windows open. Anyways, I had my windows open and I couldn't smell it that much. And I had actually messaged another candle reviewer, Brett, and I said, mine isn't throwing so well. And he was like, oh, he's like, mine was pretty strong on the first burn. So I was like, okay. So I went ahead and thought, okay, I'll try it tomorrow with the windows closed. Well, the temperature was around 90 the other day, so my windows were closed and I burned it again. This time, I definitely smelled the candle a lot more. So I think that if you are somebody that likes to burn candles even when your windows are open, just know, I mean, this is probably duh, but you're probably not going to smell the scent as strongly as you would with the windows closed just because of the improved ventilation in your space. Now, I will say that the strength of this one is probably around, I would say by the third burn in, the strength of this is around a 7 for me. So it's not a powerhouse, it's not hot cider donut. The throw is around a 6.5 to 7 as well. I can smell it very well in my kitchen, in my living room, when I walk in from the garage. However, I can't smell it in my master bedroom, and I definitely can't smell it in the master bathroom. If you have seen some of my previous reviews, I've always said that that is kind of how I gauge the throw on a candle. I'm not getting any sooting, which is good. You know, you're seeing a little bit of wax cracks around the edge, which doesn't really concern me much. Little bit of mushroom tops going on. However, I am not having issues with this one leaning or falling into the wax pool like some of the other spring/summer releases. I know that some of the other candles, in fact, one of the other ones that I just picked up is having that issue. I have not had any issues with leaning wicks or traveling wicks with this particular candle. This candle was poured November 17th of 2021. I have noticed that most of my spring and summer candles from Homeworx have all been poured around that time frame. And so I will say, just like I have said in some of my other reviews, I do believe that this candle will gain strength the more times that you burn it, as well as the longer that you let it sit. So it's funny because another reviewer had mentioned, sorry you guys, my leg is falling asleep from sitting crisscross applesauce, and now I just shook the stand there. Where was I at? Oh, one of the other reviewers who is in the Homeworx group brought up something, and I thought that it is worth mentioning. She noticed that a lot of the fragrances that have like a strong floral note, or they have those strong, rich, gourmand spices, those tend to be very strong right out the gate. When you start moving into fruits and just some of these lighter, airier notes, sometimes they are not going to be the powerhouses of the rich gourmands or the strong florals, because by nature, the oils in there may not be as strong. So those are some things that I have kind of shifted my viewpoint when I've started to review some of these quote unquote fruity type of scents. That has helped me to determine like how hard should I be on the performance of this candle. Does this make me think of an orange creamsicle? At first I thought no, but then when I smell it a little bit more, it does. It does remind me of more so the, how do I describe this? Like the orange popsicle part of the orange creamsicle. So I don't really get that creamy note in it, which quite frankly, I'm actually okay with, because if you've seen some other reviews of mine, I have talked about how some of these like dairy notes are making me a little bit nervous, because in the banana berry smoothie, all I smelled was sour with the dairy note. And not even really that this is dairy, because when I think about it, our orange creamsicles dairy free. I don't know, I haven't bought one in such a long time, but you know, they twist things around with manufacturing so much these days that sometimes you don't even really know what you're eating. I don't really smell like, I don't really smell the creaminess in the orange creamsicle, but I definitely smell the orange popsicle part of this scent description, I guess. So do I like it? Yes. Am I glad that I purchased 2 of them? Yes, I am. I will honestly probably let the other one sit for another month or so before I continue burning it. We are getting to the time of year now where I'm really wanting to focus on burning up some of the florals that I have in there, because like I said, it's April here in Arizona. We are already starting to hit 90 degrees. I'm starting to gear more towards into quote unquote summer mode, and I will probably be there until late August. So I definitely am trying to focus on burning up more of my florals. I wanted to review this scent for you because it is still available, last I checked, on the homeworx.shop website. Do not ever pay full price for these candles. They are honestly on sale almost every single weekend for some type of discounted price, some type of discounted or free shipping. You can always use influencer codes to bring down your price even more. So don't ever pay the full $30 for them. The only thing that you do want to remember is that any purchases on the homeworx.shop website are usually final sale. I don't know if this one will be coming to QVC. I haven't even checked yet. But if you prefer to go that route, you might want to wait to see if it comes to QVC. Overall, I do recommend this candle. I do like it a lot. If I see it on sale again, I'm probably good for this spring, summer, just because I have so many candles in there. But this is probably one that I would like to keep in my collection and have for next year as well. It is definitely a candle that I would pick up if I see another screaming deal come along. I would probably add another one to my collection. As always, if you found this review helpful, please don't forget to hit that likes up button, that thumbs up button. It really helps me out a lot. Feel free to stick around and check out some of my other content. I have a couple of other candle reviews. I have a candle haul that I did with my husband. That is pretty entertaining because he's wearing a Ron Swanson shirt in that, and that should just tell you everything you need to know about my husband. I want to say thank you so much for spending your time with me here today, and until my next video, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.